Welcome back to Richmond, where this sign says it all. Jerry Nadeau, an army of one, prayers from millions, and that includes all of us.
Like I say, Mike, I think that pretty much makes the whole statement right there.
We are 42 laps into this race, and Joe Nemechek is rushing through this field.
He's fixing to put some pretty heavy hitters
Turn
lap
2.
down.
Steve Park. And spinning to miss him, Jamie McMurray.
I think McMurray's okay. I think he just spun to miss him and didn't hit anything. He's going to get going again.
Well, I'm going to tell you what, that was a big break for some heavy-hitting cars. In fact, Jason Keller in Jerry Nadeau's car, he's going to get his lap back. But that was a big break for Dave Blaney, Dale Jarrett, Elliott Sadler, Brett Bodine. Larry Foyt gets his lap back. So a lot of cars that Joe Nemechek had put a lap down, they get their laps back.
There he is back there all by himself. Just got it in there. He got it into turn 1 a little too hot.
Car just came around with him.
We saw that a number of times last night. Same kind of a look.
Watch the left side of your screen, bottom of your screen right there.
Just appears if you overdrive that turn, if you pour it down there a little too hard and get the right side tires up a little bit, that's the result.
Now I would say 45 laps on the board. All the leaders will come to pit road, and they pretty much, the only car stayed out on the racetrack is the pace car. This will be 4 tires and those first adjustments.
We once in a modified race put a camera on the front bumper of Jimmy Spencer's car. That was expendable.
Darrell, we can see the road blowing on the right front. We got trouble on the front stretch. Caution is out.
And Sprague and Bodine.
Well, that happened right under us here. I'm not sure exactly. Boy, there goes Robbie Gordon. He just not close enough.
Oh, Kyle Petty.
Yeah, Kyle Petty. I knew Brett was kind of like a victim of circumstances.
He tried to turn low to go underneath. He saw Jack Sprague going up the racetrack, but he turned down and just looped around with him.
The guy on the bottom here, of course, now there's where you get your left front damage. He got in the back of Kyle, the 11 car did. But what happens here is your car is tight, and as it pushes off of turn 4, the track opens up, and it'll all of a sudden just break loose the front tires wheel and almost hit the wall. You got to jump out of the throttle, and sometimes you get hit from behind.
Now watch the 19, Jerry Mayfield in all this. He is the luckiest guy in that red car on the right. He stops just shy of Brett Bodine. Jimmy Spencer has pounded the wall at turn 3. He climbs out. Okay. And it puts us into the third caution of the night at lap 141.
And I mean, he's mad about 2 things. One, he tore a race car up. He had a great race car. He was running 6 after starting 25th.
He comes in view here in a second, buddy. When he
Don't
does,
worry about it. That has all the sign. The right front tire went soft, went flat on him. Just the car went straight into the wall. But he did have a great race car.
Didn't appear to be anybody else involved. Picking up pieces.
And see, that's a classic example of he hit that wall hard. I mean, he hit it pounded that wall. He gets out and he's okay. That's what we expect every time one of these cars hits a wall. We expect the driver to get out and be mad, throw his helmet, throw his Hans device or whatever, and walk away.
And you see the slow speed from Dale Jarrett's view out the windshield, and you see those drops of rain. Jimmy Howell has his rain gear on and the caution flag in hand at lap 210. We are halted for rain once again.
And I'm going to assume that all the teams running at the front are looking at the same radar that I'm looking at, because pit road is open and only the cars at the rear of the field on the lead lap have come to pit road. They know this race could be in trouble.
I ain't coming to pit road till I run out of gas right now. This is when you hope that guy underneath me right there stays there. Please don't, I mean, get close, but please don't hit me.
Trouble turn 1. Backing into the wall. I think that's Sadler. And Tony Stewart is hard in the wall in turn 2.
Yeah, he's riding all the way up to he's in the wall over there.
Caution is out. Robbie Gordon still trying to make another lap up. He will not make it up. Elliott Sadler, the 38 car, a lot of damage to that car.
Like I was saying there on that restart, when you've been out there on the same tires, you pick up a lot of debris. The tires cool off. They just don't. They're not as good after they've been cycled like that.
And Elliott Sadler was one of the cars that did not pit, but Tony Stewart in the 20 car, he did have fresh tires.
Now, Sadler's got another problem. You cannot return to the track without a rear spoiler, and his is dangling by one bolt and one nut. Stewart's okay, getting ready to climb out. Look at him at the top of the screen. As Sadler is the 4th car in line here, and he gets tipped by John Andretti.
Yep, that's what happened. And here comes Tony. Now watch, he's trying to squeeze by, and he gets up in the debris, picks up all that rubber and debris on his tires, and he can't keep him hitting the wall. And some of these guys hadn't been running all that good, but maybe they've helped that piece.
Let's get to Joe Nemechek's pit and Steve.
And Mike Darrell was right.
Trouble. Car hard in the wall. Casey Mears. He and Matt Kenseth making contact. Caution is out, and a bunch of people are going to get a lap back here. At least half a dozen of them.
All those cars that started in front of the leader, Jeff Gordon, will get their lap back. Robbie Gordon to get another lap
pretty
back.
Good, guys.
Let's show you from Matt Kenseth.
Oh, gosh. 41 car got on the brake, locked the right front up, and slid up in front of him. 41 car, Casey Mears must have been running down in the corners. People checked up in front of him. He got on the brakes, locked that right front up, and took it up the hill.
I guess they can get that rubber in there. So let's go ahead and we'll take a look at it, and we'll get that fixed right away, too. Put 4 tires on it, guys. Gotta keep an eye on the pace car.
That's Robbie.
Mark Martin is having an incredible run this evening, looking for the lead from Jeff Gordon. He's being urged on by crew chief Ben Leslie. He started in 30. Right now he's running in 2nd spot. Made many pit stops early on as we have a caution flag. Those pit stops for Mark Martin were because he had a bulking steering, and they had the hood up twice, worked on the steering, and they got it fixed.
Johnny Benson got turned around down the front straightaway, and that has put us under caution for the 6th time tonight.
Larry Fort and the 14 car got together with Brett Bodine and the 11 car that was going off into turn 1 on the front stretch.
And I'm sorry, it was Larry Foyt who spun around. We were informed it was Johnny Benson. Benson was not involved.
Madback said the bumper looks good. Everything looks good. Remember, that's
Turn
the car
2,
that
Ricky
we had
Craven.
at Martinsville.
In the wall, Craven hard, and that'll bring out a caution.
And
Robbie Gordon will get that lap back. He is back on the lead lap after being 4 laps down. It took him about 250 laps to do it, but he's there.
Now comes the hard part. Because now instead of restarting up alongside the leader, you will restart in 31st place.
Ricky Craven went down into turn 1, wobbled and bobbled, and then put it into the wall right front first.
Yeah, he hit over there earlier, Mike, and then they'd been in and worked on it. They readjusted the toe off, so and worked on it quite a bit. And now he's got more problems.
We restarted, and Mark Martin got away from the field. But just now at lap 268, Jeff Green spins off a turn 2. Jason Keller in the 0-1 cannot miss him. Rusty Wallace may have received some damage in that one.
Yeah.
A couple others spun.
Rusty's got a little right front damage, but I don't think he's going to have to come to pit road, but nothing serious.
Ricky Rudd spun. Several cars all wadded up behind Jeff Green's spin.
And just like we saw last night, as we restart these races with cars a lap down, and the closer to the end of the race it gets, the harder people try, and they want to get back on the lead lap, and they end up getting themselves in trouble.
Watch the 30 car of Jeff Green. Oh.
See, the 22 got in the back of the 12.
Harvick gets in the back of his teammate Jeff Green in the 30 car. Of course, again, we've talked about it all night. Then the chain reaction breaks out.
Now, from the chopper, you'll see the initial contact up in this area, I believe.
Yeah, the 22 gets into the back right there. And I've got to think that he said, look, 12 car, how many laps down are you?
I mean, Ryan Newman's 89 laps down.
And way on the right side of your screen, Rusty Wallace hit Keller pretty hard.
And he also got in the side of his teammate, Ryan Newman, as he went up the racetrack.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of damage.
Dick Bergman. Now, if you're playing our Via Grand Marshal for the day game, the 0 Jack Sprague is not our secret spinning car, but he has just brought out the 10th caution of the night with a big spin at turn 4. And then after he spun it, he turned it right up into traffic trying to get away.
Man.
Oh, my gosh.
It's, what would Ken Squire say? Oh, be still, my heart.
Yes, he would. Or, Grandma, put your teeth in your pocketbook for this one. Have a look here.
That was earlier. That's not this one.
Oh, no, this was much earlier.
This was a practice.
This wasn't even a spin.
I love that car. That car is flying.
Now, here's Jack Sprague's spin that brings out the caution.
He does. You know what?
Whoa. Boy, that was close on Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Well, what his problem now is, I think he's got a left rear tire cut down. I think that contact he made that first go-round we saw cut his left rear tire down.
Yep.
That's why he's having trouble getting righted. He was wrong, now he's righted.
27 cars on the lead lap at Richmond, and I think all of them have had a chance to run in the top 5 tonight at one time or another. John Andretti, just as we went to break, put us under caution for this spin at turn 2.
Probably a little bit of help from old DJ in the gate car.
Yeah, quite a bit of help.
Let's see. Oh, yeah. Just a little.
It's that new logo.
It's faster.
We give him an A+ for effort, maybe a B- or C+ for our work. Bobby Labonte in third, a second.
Trouble
looking
on the
for a
back.
win in the short tracks this year.
Trouble down the back.
Into the inside, it's Dale Jarrett.
Jarrett. He got into somebody.
Caution is out. Caution is out.
12th caution of the night, 14 is the record. Comes at lap 363 with 37 laps to go.
Jeff Gordon was in about 10 car lengths ago on a lap down, Larry. Oh, there you go. The 42 got into the outside wall. I think Dale Jarrett checked up and got hit from the back. Seen that all night long.
He hit that wall pretty hard on the inside, too.
Couldn't see who got into him, but it was just one of those chain reaction situations.
With those thuds like that, they hurt. That's when you say, I'm glad it was on the right side.
Jarrett is on pit road, and also cars near the tail end of the lead lap. Kenny and Rusty Wallace, Johnny Benson, Mike Skinner, Dave Blaney, and Jeff Gordon. 36 laps to go. A lot can happen. Oh, Jimmy Johnson's around turn 2.
That's going to be big.
Caution.
You notice all that smoke, folks? The sealer they put on this track, when the cars spin out, it just creates the most smoke and haze at any place we go.
Darrell, that started way back at the entrance of turn 1 when Jack Sprague went under a group of cars 3 wide.
3 wide.
For a corner.
And everybody bottled up.
Put 4 tires on and fix the damage.
Jimmy Johnson on the last lap of 3 races this year has had trouble. And here's a look. It all began when he and Sterling Marlin got together. Leaving Las Vegas?
Las Vegas on the last lap. Last lap at Talladega right here.
And last lap last week, he and Mark Martin. And now with 30 laps to go, there's Sprague way on the bottom and things stack up.
Well, there were 3 wide in front of him. He had to check up for Casey Mears.
Hey, the 40 car got him again. That's the guy that got him the first time over in Las Vegas.
Jimmy Johnson, in those 3 races, lost a total of 24 positions. Without those wrecks, he'd be 3rd in points. Instead, he is, what's that, about 90 points further back, 89 points further back.
I'm going to tell you what, Joe Nemechek, though, he's starting to stretch it out. But Bobby Labonte, now that he's cleared Dale Earnhardt Jr., all he can really...
Whoa, turn 4! Ricky Rudd.
There comes another car in on top of him.
Mike Skinner.
Oh.
Both those cars were on the lead lap. Caution is out.
Darrell, looked like just where Ricky Rudd would start to get back in the gas, the car came right around on him.
I don't know what happened there. I couldn't tell. But he jerked the window net down real quickly.
Pace car has picked up the rest of the field.
So we can see what happened back there.
Ricky Rudd has climbed out.
You know what? I think he may have gotten a little tap from the 22 car. We'd have to look at that again. The 22 car was right on him as they went into that turn. and they were racing for positions.
There is Ricky Rudd, and he is okay. Mike Skinner spun around, just not much he could do in the middle of the pack there.
Pretty hard impact right there.
Caution is out for the 14th time in the Pontiac Excitement 400. Front row Joe started outside pole. He's trying to become first place Joe for the third time. Whoa, Jack Spray gets turned by Harvick.
Kenny Wallace goes through the infield, the 23 car. Caution is out. Caution is out. Kenny Wallace actually goes down and hits the inside wall. Now we'll be coming to 10 to go this time. Before the race, NASCAR determined if we have a caution before lap 395, that's the cutoff point that they would throw a red flag where we'd be guaranteed a green flag finish. Past 395, whatever happens, happens.
Larry, these cars all got going. I don't think we'll need this will be a quickie yellow. I don't think we'll have to stop the race.
We're very lucky more cars were not involved in that, having it right there in front of a bunch of cars.
Well, we're down to the time when, here's another look.
Oh,
that's what happened. Just lost
He
it.
got loose and had to get out of the throttle, and here comes Harvick and just nowhere to go.
Well, we're down to the point we were talking the other night about when Kyle Petty won his first race. 4 of you were racing for the lead as we have another look here from Kenny Wallace.
Chain reaction. You know, again, people get in trouble in front of him. And we're hearing that Michael Waltrip, the 15 car, got in the back of Kenny Wallace.
That's too bad. Michael was running 12th.
And from Greg Biffle.
Well, how'd you like to try to drive through that and not hit anything?
The Cedar on this racetrack makes the most smoke anywhere I've ever seen.